Good morning. I am an addict named Austin. I got clean here on October 19, 2014. I was blessed to be able to pick up 10 years on Saturday. I'm really grateful for this treatment center and for the program of Narcotics Anonymous. And I got on here to read the Just for Today with y'all. October 22nd. Look who's talking. Our disease is so cunning that it can get us into impossible situations. Some of us say, my disease is talking to me. Others say, my head won't turn off. Still others refer to the committee in my mind or the monkey on my back. Let's face it, we suffer from an incurable malady that continues to affect us even in recovery. Our disease gives us warped information about what's going on in our lives. It tells us not to look at ourselves because what we'll see is too scary. Sometimes it tells us we're not responsible for ourselves and our actions. Other times it tells us that everything wrong in the world is our fault. Our disease tricks us into trusting it. The NA program provides us with many voices that counter our addiction, voices we can trust. We can call our sponsor for a reality check. We can listen to the voice of an addict trying to get clean. The ultimate solution is to work the steps and draw on the strength of a higher power that will get us through those times when our disease is talking. Just for today, I will ignore the voice of my addiction. I will listen to the voice of my program and a power greater than myself. I was thinking about it in this weekend when I was blessed to be able to pick up 10 years clean. My biggest takeaway from that 10 years is that I need Narcotics Anonymous as much today as I did 10 years ago, right? I have this voice in my head that this disease that's centered in my thinking that will have me all types of messed up. Thank God for NA, because there's a program a program that is written so simply I can follow it in my daily life, right? And so whatever's going on in here, I don't have to entertain or do, or like I know today, this is not okay. I need to follow these morals and these principles in this way of life that's in the literature. So I got to get in the literature, right? I got to connect with people in the program. I got to talk to sponsor, all the things. And because, just to be really honest with you, like I haven't used drugs in 10 years. So the disease, the symptom that I'm not struggling with today is the substances. What I can tell you is that just because I haven't used a substance, the disease will be happy with me miserable. And if it can't make me miserable, it'll just be happy with me distracted. And so I got to get up and do something for my recovery every day. I have to surrender my way of life. I have to accept that this program is the thing for me that I'm going to need to follow. If I want any freedom, I don't have to follow any of it. I can be miserable, obsessing and compulsing all day, trying to control stuff that's out of my control and be mad at you because it didn't work, right? I can live in the triangle of self-obsession. I can live in fear, anger, resentment. I can do all these things and maybe not use and just be miserable. I've experienced some of that, and what I can tell you is it's exhausting. Or I can wake up and surrender to this way of life. Spend some time reading some information that will help me get to the place mentally that I need to be able to have some surrender in my life and be able to apply these principles to my life. Like, it's real simple. It's written so simply that I can follow it in my daily life. Thank God, because I'll mess up everything on my own and be miserable or distracted or thinking I'm doing something that God didn't even tell me to do. And so I live my life today in a way that's set up to where I get to be a part of these things. I'm plugged into this program. I read the literature. I am around, like, I live a life of service. Now don't get me wrong, I get paid for it, so I'm not all holier than thou. I have my life set up in a way where I have to plug into this program if I want freedom, right? Thank God that's a blessing. Today I get to have freedom, and I know where the answer is. Doesn't mean that's the first thought or the first action. Nope. Sometimes I need a little bit of pain to motivate me to get free, right? And so I'm as free as I want to be today. I know the answer. It's in the step working process, the literature, sponsor, meetings, prayer and meditation. Those are how I get free today. I hope that helped you. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow.